Hey guys! Welcome to Lesson 5 of the Writing Quest. Today we're going to talk about a very important part of our research paper quest. For every quest, we need a map. Maps are important because they tell us where to go. The thesis statement is the map for a research paper. It tells you, the writer, what you're going to write about, and it tells the person reading your paper what they're going to read about. So, what is a thesis statement? According to dictionary.com, a thesis statement is a short statement, usually one sentence, that summarizes the main point or claim of an essay, research paper, etc., and is developed, supported, and explained in the text by means of examples and evidence. That definition might seem a bit wordy and confusing, like something a fancy professor would say. But a thesis is really pretty simple. I like to think of it kind of like a movie trailer. It's short, but it gives us clues about what we're going to see. Remember when we came up with topics for our papers? The thesis is basically where we tell the reader what our topic is. The thesis statement is usually the last sentence of the first paragraph of a paper. Now that we know basically what a thesis is, how do we write thesis statements? I'm going to teach you an easy method that will work for almost every paper you write. The first step is to form a question about the topic. If you wrote your topic as a question when we first came up with them, you've done this already. For example, my topic question is, how are weapons used in the Middle Ages? Next, based on your research, come up with a short, one-sentence answer to your question. Mine would be, weapons were used in the Middle Ages for sieges, battles, and duels. And voila! That's a thesis statement. You probably thought that it would take longer, huh? Do you notice anything about this sentence? Sieges, battles, and duels. It kind of sounds like a list, right? That's called a three-pronged thesis. You don't always have to write 3 answers to your topic question, but it can be helpful if you're writing a 5-paragraph essay. It tells what each of the 3 body paragraphs is going to be about. Finally, it's important to be as specific as possible. The more specific your thesis is, the easier it'll be for your reader to follow your paper. Also, make sure that it actually says what your paper is going to be about. If you mention something in your thesis, you have to talk about it later in your paper. So for me, I have to make sure that I talk about sieges, battles, and duels, and how weapons were used for them. And that's it. It's a good idea to write your thesis first because it'll help you focus on what the rest of your paper will be about. So, with that in mind, I will see you next time when we start outlining for our papers.